Hello, Africa. For over 600 years, we have been under invasion. Foreigners from Europe and Asia loot our resources, dump us with their product, milk our economy, and ruin our lives, keeping us in perpetual poverty and unending slavery. We as Africans now have our own plan to end this very long nightmare. Here, from the mouthpiece of the revolution and the voice of the Black Wall Street, welcome to Economic War with Charles N. Lambert.
Good afternoon. This is 3 p.m. East African time. And whatever you're watching from, this is Economic War with Charles N. Lambert. And I hope your pocket is doing well. Today, we want to start our first show. The first show of Economic War with Charles N. Lambert. And what is this about? It'll be a good chance for you to understand what the economic war is and how you can participate to make sure that we kick poverty out of your family, out of your community, and out of Africa. Now, on today's first show, it would be nice to sort of understand exactly the background that brought us here. Today's first show, we have a very important theme. But before we go into that theme, it would be nice for us to have an understanding of what brought us to this point that we're in. What is the Black Wall Street? Where did it come from? What is the economic war? What is it trying to do? What is the essence of all these terms? So we want to analyze that a little bit for the next few minutes to understand a better picture of how we got here, what we're doing, and where we're trying to go. Now, Africa as a continent was invaded about 600 years ago. And for 600 years, this African continent has been under invasion. People take money from Africa using different means out of Africa in hundreds of billions of dollars. They've been taking that money up to today. Now, a people, Africans, just like you and I, learned how to deal with these invaders, learned how to conquer these Europeans. Of course, the Europeans began the invading of Africa, and then the Asians have also copied the invasion. So everybody tries to invade us and take from us and keep us poor. But a group of Africans learned exactly how to defeat these invaders. This group of Africans referred to themselves as the Black Wall Street. They became so prosperous, so financially buoyant, that the Europeans who lived in America were very upset with their success economically and burnt them down to the ground 99 years ago today. It was 2 days of burning them down to the ground, and it was disappeared, the Black Wall Street. It was the worst racial attack in American history, where a whole entire community was wiped away. And that Black Wall Street was destroyed 99 years ago. We're resurrecting that Black Wall Street because we have a recipe from them that we have learned, the recipe of trap and reinvest. We will teach you this recipe, and it will bring prosperity to all of us as Africans. But before I go any further, what is today's topic about? The topic of today is, are there billions in Africa to be shared? We want to really find out if there are billions really in Africa for us to share. Are there billions? That's the topic of today's episode. Are there billions in Africa for us to share? Let's hear from this clip from The Economist.
The first scramble for Africa was when European colonial powers saw a continent that was vast, rich in minerals and land, and very poorly defended, and they rushed in to carve it up and steal the land. The second was during the Cold War, when East and West were locked in a struggle for global domination. That's when the Soviet Union backed Marxist despots all over Africa, and the Americans backed any leader who said that he was in favor of capitalism. The third wave, which is happening right now, is much more benign. It's much more about voluntary exchange, about trade, and about the spread of technology. It's a new kind of scramble for Africa, which, if handled well, Africans can win.
Good. So I'm sure you paid attention to that video. And it talks about a scramble for Africa. A scramble. And right now there's one ongoing where people are scrambling. Are you serious? What are they scrambling for? You also heard about the video where he says that Europeans came to Africa. This is a report from The Economist. So we have more money here than we know. People are scrambling to come and get money from here. and we say we're in poverty? How do we say we're in poverty? How do you complain about poverty when people are scrambling to come and get money from here? All right, let's play another video again from The Economist. Let's see how much of scrambling that they are scrambling to come here.
The scale of foreign interest is unprecedented. Between 2010 and 2016, 320 new embassies were opened in Africa, probably the largest embassy building boom anywhere, ever. Turkey alone opened 26. Last year, India announced it was going to open 18. Military links are spreading too. China alone has ties with 45 African countries. America and France are helping defeat terrorists in the Sahel. Oil-rich Arab nations are setting up military bases in the Gulf. And Russia has military deals with 19 African countries.
So you see that? They're opening embassies everywhere. All across Africa, embassies, they're coming. They're coming more than they've ever come before. They're now scrambling for the place. And we're talking about poverty. And we say we don't have any money. And people are scrambling to come here. And they're spreading embassies. They're competing to have presence in our society. And we say we don't have any money. There are billions of dollars to be made and shared amongst us in Africa. And we have a direction for you to participate in these billions of dollars that belong to us before the invaders keep taking it and come more and take it away. So we're going to take a commercial break, hear from our sponsors, who of course you should listen to what they are saying to you, and get the direction of how we're going to make sure that these people don't take these billions. We're going to profit from this rush for Africa. See you right back.
In this day and age, who still runs away from the landlord?
Me. And you know now why I woke up early.
Why?
Man, rent.
My brother, you need to invest. And you stop depending on salaries.
Kawesa, you know me, I'm not wired for business. I don't know how to do business.
I'm not talking about business. You see this tablet? This is my investment.
You started selling computer tablets?
No. I'm not selling. Ever since I bought this tablet, I've been earning $100 every month, and I'm going to earn it for life.
Kawesa, I am broke today, but I am not a fool, my friend. How possible is that?
Have you heard of Development Channel?
The TV?
It's not a TV station. Development Channel is a mother company of 25 other companies whose primary objective is to fight poverty in Africa.
Okay.
To bridge the gap between developed countries and Africa.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and one of their initiatives is called the Poverty Alleviation Program, which is here to ensure that middle-class families remain where they are no matter what happens.
Okay, that sounds good, Kawesa.
Yes.
But explain to me, how do I get the money from buying the tablet?
Now, when you buy the tablet, that becomes your investment, right? They will give you a certificate, a shareholder certificate, and you will become a shareholder of the 25 companies. Remember, the tablet is just one of those companies called the No Dropout.
Okay.
Yeah?
So how much is the tablet?
The tablet is $278. And the beauty is there's a flexibility in payment. You can pay it over a period of time. And after payment, 6 months, you start earning $100 every month for life. Most middle-class families have faced the threat of poverty because they depend more on labor than capital. The Poverty Alleviation Program is giving you the opportunity to make a return on investment without taking any risk. Invest in buying the No Dropout tablet and earn up to $100 every month for life. We ensure that middle-class families stay where they are, no matter what happens.
All right, we're back on the show again, and we're still on that very serious conversation. Are there billions of dollars for Africans to share? Are there billions in the midst of the so-called poverty? Are there billions of dollars right now that we can share? And we're still trying to find out. And the truth of this matter is, if you understand what we're saying, the invaders have this money. This money is not with our government. Our government is not our problem. They're not. Never, ever, ever think the government is a problem. The invaders are here and they have the money. So they're the ones taking the money out of here. And we have to find out exactly how to fight these invaders. When we fight the invaders, we get the money for ourselves. But let's listen to another video, a very interesting one from the former South African leader, Thabo Mbeki. Hear him out.
Must indeed achieve the objective of stopping the bleeding, of retaining these resources on the continent, which are illicitly flowing out of the continent. So that you see, even the definition of what's illicit in terms of the law, as people understand the loopholes and so on, and the impact, the negative impact of these illicit flows in terms of the quality of the lives of many, many people.
Now, you can hear from a former leader of South Africa, Thabo Mbeki. He's telling us there that there are billions to be made in Africa. He said the illicit billions are going out of here, over 90 billion, by foreigners. Yeah, Thabo Mbeki, yeah, that told you the government cannot help. This is a private sector thing, so we need to organize as a private sector and fight back. 90 billion, he just mentioned there, disappears from here by these invaders. So we have proven that truly there are billions that are there to be made in Africa. And what we're going to do here is to provide you an opportunity through the Black Wall Street platform for you to participate and share of these billions with us. But before we go any further with that, we want to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back and show you exactly there are billions to be made in Africa and how we can share of it and how you can participate of the windfall and also help your family with it.
In this day and age, who still runs away from the landlord?
Me. And you know now why I woke up early.
Why?
Man, rent.
My brother, you need to invest. And you stop depending on salaries.
Kawesa, you know me, I'm not wired for business. I don't know how to do business.
I'm not talking about business. You see this tablet? This is my investment.
You started selling computer tablets?
No. I'm not selling. Ever since I bought this tablet, I've been earning $100 every month, and I'm going to earn it for life.
Kawesa, I am broke today, but I am not a fool, my friend. How possible is that?
Have you heard of Development Channel?
The TV?
It's not a TV station. Development Channel is a mother company of 25 other companies whose primary objective is to fight poverty in Africa.
Okay.
To bridge the gap between developed countries and Africa.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and one of their initiatives is called the Poverty Alleviation Program, which is here to ensure that middle-class families remain where they are no matter what happens.
Okay, that sounds good, Kawesa.
Yes.
But explain to me, how do I get the money from buying the tablet?
Now, when you buy the tablet, that becomes your investment, right? They will give you a certificate, a shareholder certificate, and you will become a shareholder of the 25 companies. Remember, the tablet is just one of those companies called the No Dropout.
Okay.
Yeah?
So how much is the tablet?
The tablet is $278. And the beauty is there's a flexibility in payment. You can pay it over a period of time. And after payment, 6 months, you start earning $100 every month for life. Most middle-class families have faced the threat of poverty because they depend more on labor than capital. The Poverty Alleviation Program is giving you the opportunity to make a return on investment without taking any risk. Invest in buying the No Dropout tablet and earn up to $100 every month for life. We ensure that middle-class families stay where they are, no matter what happens.
Great, so welcome back. The next video is actually from the European Union themselves, this one. And I find this one very alarming. It's from the European Union. So you listen to this and you will see what we mean when we talk about aid. There is no aid that comes here. We are the ones that feed them. This video and this information is directly from the European Union. So you listen to it.
There's another story to tell. Not one about how much we give Africa, but about how much we take. While Africa does receive under $30 billion in aid each year, $192 billion leaves the continent. Much of this goes back to rich countries. Out. $46.3 billion in multinational company profits. Out. $21 billion in debt repayments. Out, $35.3 billion in illicit financial flows. 6% of that through corporate tax evasion. Out. $6 billion through skilled workers leaving Africa. Out. $17 billion in illegal logging. Out. $1.3 billion in illegal fishing. Out. $36.6 billion as a result of climate change that Africa didn't cause.
Right, so great. You've seen it for yourself. There's no conversation there. Are there billions to be made and shared in Africa by Africans? Yes. We're just not organized, and we're organized now to find these billions that the people are taking away from here, hundreds of billions. When you get on this journey with us, you will see it's much more than what those numbers you're seeing are. The hundreds of billions live here every single year, and we're fighting back, seriously. And so the first way for you to join us in fighting back is to get on the Redirect Mall, get on the Black Wall Street platform. You have to go there and buy the products. You have to go there and purchase products. And when you buy products from the Redirect Mall, you score points. So what do? You help us to retain this, our cash that is living. So the products we put on Redirect Mall are products, alternative products to the products that take our cash out. So when you go on the Redirect Mall and you purchase these products, what happens is that you get a return on investment from buying these products. Why? Because as you buy the products, we take the profits from the products to support African corporations. African corporations with wonderful ideas, and we build our corporations, we're able to create jobs in our society, and then the returns come back to you. So you're able to partake of the billions of dollars that are already in our continent. It's a lot of billions, it's hundreds of billions, you've seen it. And the best way for you to participate is to go on the Redirect Mall. When you get on the Redirect Mall, you're able to buy a product. Right now they have a wonderful product, a computer tablet. They also have phones that are coming on there. These products are sensitive to Africa. As you buy them, you will score points, and then you will get returns on your investment for buying a product. And this is the revolution that we want to bring to the thing. So the truth is, there are billions to be made in Africa. There are hundreds of billions that Africans can get together and share, and you can participate of this by going on the Redirect Mall. And I'll ask you to join on the Black Wall Street platform. If you don't have money to buy product, there are jobs, there are supply opportunities, there are different kinds of agency positions. Sign up and join this economic war and make sure that we retain our resources within ourselves, grow our resources within ourselves, and make Africa a better place and get rid of these invaders. So on a final note, I would say it's been a wonderful time having a chat with you. There are billions of dollars to be made and shared by Africans, and therefore we say Africa first, Africa first, Africa first. Economic war, we are ready for them. Join us to make sure your pocket is doing well.